Following the interception, Cousins. Flushed out right. Sideline pass complete, T.J. Hockenson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Madison is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Cousins to throw it. This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's Cousins on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out, and the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 0 like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scrambler that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Cousins on 1st down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Throwing, Cousins.
Got an open man, finding Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll go Madison up the middle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A good pickup there at 22. Here's Madison running on first down. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him close to the goal line with second down coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Third and goal for Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Blaster, stay.
Able to connect with Mims. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he's going to have the Bucs first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1.
Striker, 3-3.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
3rd and short. Ritter eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Flush to his right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Ritter from the gun. Got a man. It's Mims. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
38.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Red, cycle.
Ritter off the play fake. This one is caught. It's Moore. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Sky Moore. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But let's have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And
seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
On second down, this is Madison. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Bucs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Right, 2. Right. Set.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Field black. Field blue. Black shot. Ultra. Cut.
Ritter with another throw on 2nd down.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, check Mega. Go pink. Field yellow. Dog red. Ready?
Ritter back to throw.
Rolling to his right.
That's caught right side by Mims.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Six, Mega. Green jack.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. Smack, red.
Here's Ritter.
Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Steal, check, steal.
They'll run for it. This is White. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Red, cycle.
Ritter to throw on first down.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Strike 2.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter
Steps away to his left.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-8.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs are likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's Madison getting it again on second.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins.
Oh, the turnover fest continues.
Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Cousins. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Hey, Steamer.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Buccaneers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Yellow, go. Black.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Wright. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Ritter looking to throw here on 4th.
And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
First down, here's Ritter.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Andrews. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Strike. Check. Strike. Blue strike. Ready.
Ritter to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Amazing how Jefferson makes 1st downs like that look routine, isn't it? He's off to the greatest start by a receiver in NFL history. Set records for most catches and yards in a player's first 3 seasons and led the league in both last year.
Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Here's Cousins.
Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Bring up 48.
Throwing is Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. They'll try to run with Madison. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Alexander Madison, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
And the Vikings are really looking for a boost to their pass rush, and they targeted Marcus down before the free agency. And right now, after plays like that, looks like a win-win for both sides.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and I think the ball's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Red, cycle. Red, yellow.
On 1st down, Ritter. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Check 2. Ready?
Ritter now. And this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Right, white. Open. Don't out. Clear green.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Palmer. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Black shot. Blaster, six. You, yellow. Check, smash. Set.
To the air again, it's Ritter. Able to connect with Mills.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Here's White.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And what a play by Andrew Booth. Got to him quickly, kept him from even getting back to the line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
Being chased out left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Back to throw, Ritter.
He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Desmond Ritter.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Ritter will throw for it.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Another carry now for Madison. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Throwing, Cousins. Flushed out right.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins.
It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Ritter.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer.
Working from the gun, Ritter. Got a man, it's Mims. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Ritter back to throw.
Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And the Bucs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
White. Trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Here we go.
2nd down, goal to go. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Once again, it's White.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll run for it. This is White. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
There we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal.
Hey, check me. Field flat. Feet open. Black shot. Ready?
Ritter on the 4th down try.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Ready? Ready.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. This is 1st and 10.
Listen to me.
Here's Cousins.
Completes this to Jefferson.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Here comes 2nd down.
First. What's that?
Now a give to Madison. And
taken down at the 46-yard line.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Pass caught here by Osborne.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page.
And this is caught inside the 5.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Cousins to throw. Steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their #1 running option that you've scouted and take away their #1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
One last shot now for Cousins. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record.